Hello students, in this lecture video, let us understand the responses to abiotic factors. Like we have discussed what are the different abiotic factors. So how the organism responds to these abiotic factors. So there are different types of responses. One, ideally, the organism should try to maintain a constancy of internal environment, which is called as hemostasis, where the internal temperature regulation is taken care of. All right. But here one figure is shown over here. Let us first discuss that. It will explain the different types of responses. So on the y-axis, internal level of organism is there, and on the x-axis, it is external level. So we can see one thing is to conform, means surrender to the situation, like the conformers. So as the external situation is changing, so we can see that their internal level is also changing. Like the cold-blooded animals, those are conformers. They have to conform. They can't help it. They cannot regulate. Then this red line, can we see this regulators? Means with change in any external level, there is no change in internal level. It is stationary. One value is there. So means they are regulating, like in warm-blooded animal where hemostasis takes place. Then there are partial regulators, that there is a limit to which it can conform. After that, it will start regulating. So that is why partial regulators. For some time they are conforming with the situation. Other times they are regulating also. So let us look at all these concepts one by one. So regulate means to maintain the hemostasis. It can be by physiological or by behavioral methods. So one is thermoregulation, regulation of temperature. Another is osmoregulation, that is maintenance of salinity. Now most of the mammals, they maintain their temperature as 37 degrees Celsius, whatever the outside temperature is. That is maintaining internal temperatures. Next is conform. So conforming means that they are not able to maintain any thermoregulation because that can be energetically very expensive. For example, some small sized animals are there. So if they will prevent the heat loss or it will escape, so it will be a problem for them. So that is why this is the main reason why small animals are rarely found in polar regions, because they will lose body heat very fast and then they will feel cold. And because they are conformers in this external stressful condition, they will not be able to survive. Next type of response is migrate. So another thing is, if they are neither conformers, non-regulators, they can migrate to a more hospitable environment. Like suppose humans only, they move from a place where it is colder during summers, like to Shimla. Then there are certain birds, like in winters we see in the Bharatpur sanctuary in Rajasthan, lots of migratory birds, they come from Siberia. So for some time, they are moving temporarily from the stressful habitat. When conditions will be normal, they will move back. Next is suspend. Suspend means that again they cannot survive in unfavorable conditions, so they will become suspended. The growth can become suspended. For example, certain bacteria, fungus, plants, they produce spores or they become dormant. All right. So familiar case we can see of hibernation, in which in winters they escape, the polar bears, some bears. Then snails and fish, they go into aestivation, means to avoid summer related problems in summers if they hide. And then come diapause. Diapause is a stage of suspended development where basically many zooplanktons, what they do, they just stop their growth for some time. And then when favorable conditions will return, they will start growing.